Good day, all. Thank you for joining today's match preview for the upcoming second test in the West Indies versus Sri Lanka, the West Indies versus Bangladesh ongoing series. Sorry. We're here in St. Lucia, where we've just completed our second and final training session prior to the start of the test tomorrow. And as promised, we have the West Indies captain, Mr. Kraigg Brathwaite, available to speak with you, the media. I'm going to ask that if you have questions prepared, that you please immediately show hands in the Zoom group chat. We'll try to run through all of the questions in chronological order. I noticed that we have quite a few participants today, so we'll limit to 3 questions initially, and if coming down to the back end, we have to limit to 2, we'll do so. The only indication that I'm seeing currently is from Akeem Green. So Akeem, please proceed with your line of questioning.
Hey, Kraigg. How is the pitch at Brathwaite? You're looking at a green top, and if so, indication of an all-pace attack?
Well, the pitch has on a bit of grass, even spread throughout. In relation to the team, we're gonna have a discussion about that a little later. But it does have on some grass. And
in terms of Ramon Reefer batting at 3, I know you would have batted at 3 for Kraigg this season, but generally a lot of his success came in lower order, playing that kind of a more all around the role. What was the kind of rationale behind having Ramon Reefer at 3? Is it just based on his success this season, or something you guys are thinking outside the box?
But I think this season for Boris obviously showed that he could, get the job done, and that was lovely to see. And mentally, obviously he's a strong character. But I think him batting at 3 for Barbados really would have propelled this decision, and we back him 100%, 100% for sure.
I thank you. We move on to Terry Finister, who will be followed by Junior Codlin. Terry.
Thanks, Dario. Welcome to St. Lucia, Kraigg, and good luck this weekend. Looking at the match in prospect, a number of milestones could be attained, including your own possibly surpassing Brian Lara as a leading run scorer for West Indies at this particular venue. And of course, we've seen Kemar Roach recently moving up the rankings in terms of wickets for West Indies. It could get, I would say, should get to 250. In this match. How do you just perceive this match in terms of being able to attain those sort of milestones?
I think going into the game, obviously we're not studying milestones. I think as a group, we think about our own team plans, and funny enough, you do the team plans well, and milestones may come. But going into this game, we know Bangladesh are gonna come and fighting hard again. So I think be really focusing on our plans, and then everything else will take care of itself.
One further question, obviously, a run of good form for the team in this form of the game, and having won the first match fairly comfortably. What do you think is behind that run of form?
I mean, the main thing is attitude. I think we develop a very good attitude towards preparation, for obviously the longer format, and just to keep it up. I think the England series, was well done. We fought, hard the first 2 games, and obviously got to win the last game. This one we started well, but for me it's key. Obviously consistency is always important, and as I said, Bangladesh is going to be coming hard this game. Both for us, the batsmen and the bowlers. So we can't take it lightly. But I would say the attitude of the players have really improved, and just to keep going. Don't ever take things for granted and take it lightly. We gotta keep our foot on the gas and keep working hard as a group.
Thanks again, and good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
Captain, good afternoon. How are you?
Very cool, man.
All right. Before you took over the captaincy, you captained in a few games, but since you took over, the team has progressed under your leadership. who do you attribute this success mostly towards?
Well, I mean, I think as a senior group, we have some amazing senior guys. Kemar Rhodes, Jason Holder, Jermaine Blackwood, and I think what these guys are doing off the field is obviously a big plus for the team. And for me, all my role is to just lead from the front, and that's what I want to continue doing. But I think the senior guys off the field are doing a fantastic job and making it a nice environment and relaxing environment for guys to come and perform. So kudos to the senior players for sure.
Captain, you bounced back well from that series in New Zealand, and we certainly want to encourage you to continue to make us proud here in the Caribbean and the millions that are supporting the West Indies outside. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it.
We have questions from Lennox Aldred, who will be followed by Jerome. I'm not seeing any further raised hands thereafter, but we are willing to take one or two more. Please proceed, Lennox.
Greetings, gents. Greetings, Skipper. How are you doing?
Yeah, cool, man. Good.
I'm not sure if this question was asked. I just came into the chat, but last year against Pakistan, we were leading 1-0 heading to Jamaica. And they came us and they beat us. And I mean, this is a glorious opportunity for us to win this series here again.
Yeah.
I mean, what can we do to avoid those mistakes from last year? I know it's a different opposition, but what are some of the key things that need to happen for us to seal this series?
Right. I think one of the main things is obviously, I mean, focus is very big, and the attitude. I always speak about attitude, and we can't take things for granted. Obviously that second test in Pakistan, that's the example we brought to the guys. We started the series well against them, and then obviously Pakistan won the second game. So it's just having the attitude of the first game is gone. I think that's history. And we know Bangladesh is going to come and fight again. So, we got to be on it. Both as batsmen, we saw Bangladesh pacers bowl well, even their spinners. So we got to work hard again. We can't mentally, think that we're just going to score, a big total and then get them out. I mean, the batsmen obviously had 2 days to practice, the Bangladesh batsmen, and they're going to be finding ways to obviously combat our pacers. So it's all about just having that focus and not taking things lightly and for granted that, Bangladesh will just roll over. I mean, they're going to come fighting hard again. They have some senior players, who will be looking to lead from the front. So I think mainly is just not to take things for granted. We gotta stay on the gas and we gotta work hard, and just keep that attitude, in the right place for every ball, every over, every session. And once we do and stay disciplined and do our plans, then the results will take care of itself. But we can't take things for granted. That's one thing for sure.
Right. And I know generally teams don't change our winning 11. Is this a situation where the selection for this test is horses for courses, or we're just going to keep the consistency of the team that won the first test?
Well, it's always good to play about the same team, but we didn't have that discussion as yet, as a panel. But I think it all depends on pitches in different countries. Different teams will suit. So obviously we'll make that decision a little later. But I think we'll have 11 we put out there. If there is a change, we'll make West Indies proud.
All right, Skipper. Well, all the best.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Thanks, Lennox. I'll move on to Jerome, who is the last raised hand that I'm seeing in the chat, and then we'll end today's engagement.
All right, thank you, Dario. Afternoon, Kraigg. I don't know if this question was asked already, but the number 3 position in the test team has been a continuous debate. A lot of people have been tried there. Bonner has been there. Brooks was the latest person there. And now we see Raymond Reefer there. I don't think that's a natural position for him in the wider scale of things. I know that he batted there for Barbados this season in 4-day cricket. Is it that it's a trial and error situation with the number 3 position, or is it that you guys are searching for a number 3?
Well, I mean, what I would say is that we 100% believe Raymond, could do the job. Obviously, as an opener, speaking number 3 is basically similar to opener. and obviously it's all about mental strength, and we know Raymond have that, and we 100% backing him, to do well. Obviously he did well for Barbados at 3 this year. Obviously year before he wasn't at 3, but I think mentally and in terms of toughness, he's good at could get the job done, and we back him 100%, to do well and make West Indies people proud.
Yeah, I know that players don't really like to listen to outside noises and so on, but a lot of debates and raging question marks have been raised about him batting at 3 and why somebody like Bonner don't come to 3, seeing that he's probably the most senior of the batsmen in that position or in the team that has batted in that position. Is it a consideration that he could move, or is it that Raymond is going to be a long-term person at number 3?
Yeah, for sure. We believe Raymond could do it long term for sure, 100%. So, as I said, we backing Raymond to get the job done.
Thank you, Jerome. And I want to say thanks to all the media personnel that would have turned out to today's press conference. Skipper, on behalf of the media present, I want to say thanks to you for taking time out of your schedule to be here as well. And we're looking forward to the test starting tomorrow and another West Indies win and a 2-0 series. Enjoy the rest of the evening, everyone.
For more updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Don't forget to like, comment and share. Visit TSports.com.